Let me explain how it's possible to improve your reading rate without loss of comprehension. In this lesson, you will need some reading material for two short demonstration exercises, so please have something to read nearby. Firstly, ever find yourself reading and rereading the same paragraph over and over? Or get to the bottom of a page you're reading, look up and think, what's that all about? And have to read it again? That's losing concentration. It's a poor reading habit. It's a common problem with the average reader because your brain's thinking in thousands of words per minute, but you're inputting information only in hundreds of words per minute. It's way too slow for your brain, so you lose concentration. When you speed up your reading using our strategies, your concentration automatically improves. You become more deeply engrossed while reading. So we fix the losing concentration problem. Secondly, have you ever noticed you hear the words silently in your head as you're reading them? You mentally say every word. That's called sub-vocalization. It slows you down to speaking speed, which isn't very fast, is it? To demonstrate, find something to read aloud for 30 seconds. Anything that's nearby will do. If you open up something to read, in just a moment I'll ask you to read aloud for a few seconds, then change to reading silently to yourself, and we'll observe the difference. Are you ready to check how you mentally say every word in your head as you read? I'll wait in silence while you read something out loud for approximately 7 seconds. Go. Stop. Change. Now read silently to yourself for a few seconds. Hear all those words rolling around in your head as you read? That's sub-vocalization. In this speed reading program, we'll shift you from word-based reading to visual reading. So you read as fast as you can see words, not just as slow as you can say words. Does that make sense? So our method fixes sub-vocalization as well. Next question, how many words do you see at one time while you read? It's not a trick question. Probably only one word at a time. Would that be right? The word you're reading? A problem of the average reader is they see only one, maybe a couple of words at a time with a very narrow focus, and that's called fixation. Did you know that speed readers can read whole lines at a time? That's around 10 words at a time. In this program, we train your eyes with fast input eye-brain exercises to see multiple words per fixation instead of just one word, to make better use of your peripheral vision so you become a faster reader than you are right now. We shift you from reading words to reading ideas, and that's where you save time as well. Sound amazing? To demonstrate fixation, find some reading material, open to any page, and stare at one word, any word. And while staring at that one word, how many other words can you see clearly around it? Possibly only the words immediately above, below, and around it, correct? Now turn the page upside down. Doesn't the whole page come into soft focus? You don't ordinarily read upside down, so you tend to see the whole page as if it were a picture or a postcard. But if I ask you to turn the page right way up again, so do that, turn the page right way up again, down goes the focus, it's automatic. Did that happen to you? That's called fixation. It's a poor reading habit. And finally, have you ever watched someone's eyes as they're reading? You'll notice their eyes stop and start while they read. The eyes jerk or bounce along the line. That problem is called lack of fluency. And lack of fluency slows down your reading rate. And our method immediately fixes that as well, so you read smoothly with no stopping and starting. Tied in with lack of fluency is another problem with eye movement called regression. Most people don't feel regression. You can't see it with the naked eye, but it can be measured by special eye movement cameras. They learn about this in optometry school. And regression is where the eye flits back and rereads part of a word. It's almost imperceptible. Most people don't even know they're doing it. The average reader regresses, well, can you guess how many times per page? Around 50 or 60 times per page. And you don't consciously notice it, but it's an awful lot of regression, isn't it? It really slows you down. It's a time waster. Our method fixes regression as well. You read faster, smoother, more fluently. Your reading rate goes up. So to summarize, because we are not asking you to just move the eyes faster with the poor reading habits in tow, what we do, we remove the impact of the poor reading habits with techniques. So you take in more words at a time while you're reading, your reading rate automatically goes up. So have I given you a clue about how it's possible to improve your reading rate without loss of comprehension, perhaps even with improved understanding and memory? So in summary, we discussed how we can correct the 4 poor reading habits and improve our reading rate without loss of comprehension.